Hello, good morning. Welcome to Mindful Movement with Tamara Vodovoz. I am here with the University of California, Davis and the Live Well Department. Thank you for joining me today. I'll be teaching from outside since it's beautiful weather in Davis today. And I am under this canopy of amazing wisteria purple flowers. I'm just going to tilt it up for a moment so you can see. Quite lovely. So I have all this wonderful fragrance of these flowers, and they suddenly sometimes also fall. And I had to sweep the back porch from, it was like a carpet of purple flowers this morning. It was quite beautiful. So my recommendation for you is, if you have the opportunity to practice outside, to be outside for meditation, for a little bit of movement, it is incredibly healing and incredibly good for our health in general, and also for our mental health. Connecting with nature helps us to connect to the the core essence of who and what we are. We tend to get really caught up in our mind with all the busyness of school, of work, all the things that we're thinking about. Keeps us kind of active from here up, a little bit disconnected from the rest of our body. But when we take some time to enjoy nature, to relax, to be outside, even if it's a very short period of time in our day, it's very healing for the rest of our body. And we kind of get out of all this energy up here, and then we can bring the energy down and distribute it into the rest of our body, and that feels more balanced, and it's a little break for all the mental activity. So if you can, come outside and move with me, or move on your own. It's okay. We're also going to see if I can play some music, so let's hold for a moment. Oh no, I can't function at the same time. Let's see. All right, seems like we can't play them at the same time from the phone. Let me try something else. No. Okay, no problem. So can't play music and record live at the same time from the same phone. So there you go. There's a lesson learned in technology for me today. All right, no problem. We'll have the ambient noise and sounds to accompany us. I live next to a busy road next to Covell, so we'll hear a little bit of cars coming by, but try to tune in to the other sounds, because I can also hear the birds and a little bit of the gentle breeze in the trees. So let's, without blocking anything out, just open up to take in all the information that we're receiving from the outside. So we don't have to get caught up thinking, oh, I wish that sound wasn't here, or I wish, this or that was different. Let's start practicing really accepting things exactly as they are, and not having to need to change them unless we have to, and we can, then go up for that. If you need to change anything in your environment right now to get ready for this practice, please go ahead and do so. We'll need floor space. We'll need a surface on the floor, a yoga mat, a blanket, a towel, whatever you need to be comfortable on the floor. I also recommend a meditation cushion, something firm that will lift your hips up away from the floor, and you can either sit straddling the cushion with your knees bent, feet back, or you can sit cross-legged. And I'll move a little bit more back so you can see that. Ideally, we want to find a position that's very comfortable, where you can really relax and settle down. If sitting on the floor is very uncomfortable for you, then by all means, go ahead and sit on the edge of your bed or the edge of the sofa or a chair. Just don't lean back. We want to keep the spine lifted and extended for our meditation practice. All right, bring your hands to your hips, tilt them a little bit forward so that you have a natural lumbar curve. And you can go ahead and bring your hands to your low back and notice if you have a natural curve. So we don't want to round our back. Hey. We have here Kylie James guarding the great outdoors of predators and threats. She hears a dog barking, so she has to make sure that the territory is safe. Thank you, Kylie, for doing that. Go play. Go play. Go play. All right. So what we want to feel is a relaxed and natural spine. So if your back is doing this and your knees are kind of lifted, we want to find a place where you can support the knees and extend the spine. So that might mean lifting your cushion a little bit higher or sitting on yoga blocks. So for example, I have these 2 yoga blocks. And you could, for example, bring 2 yoga blocks nice and high and then sit like this. So I started kneeling and then I sit on the blocks. And this might be very nice and accessible for some of you. So this is also a very good option. Okay. So choose your preferred seated posture. Make sure that your hips can tilt a little bit forward, the knees are supported, spine is extended, and there's no gripping. There's no holding yourself in a seated position, but you can really let go and relax. And let's settle in with our breath movement. On the inhale, open the palms, reach up. And as you exhale, float the arms back down. Repeat twice more, nice and slow with the breath. And now reaching up and over to one side on the inhale. Exhale to come back to center. Inhale to the other side. Exhale to center, and let's repeat twice more to each side. Inhale, reach the arms up. On your exhale, twist to one side, look behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Repeat twice more to each side. Let's finish bringing our hands together in front of our heart and resting our hands on our thighs. Close your eyes. Take a few big breaths, releasing through the mouth, and settle in. Soften and relax. Lean back a little bit. Relax the shoulders, the spine, the chest, the belly. Let your eyelids be soft. All the muscles in your face slack. And allow your jaw to unhinge, creating some space between your teeth. Feel and sense. The sounds, the smells, the sensation of the clothing on your skin and the temperature of the air. The taste in your mouth. And even with your eyes closed, see if you can perceive the play of shadows behind your eyelids. Just let everything be. Without needing to change it. Without needing to comment or have an opinion about it. Just letting all those sensations be. And just notice how all those sensations come and go. They arise in our field of consciousness. We become aware of them. And then they stop. Nothing lasts forever. Now notice also how our breath comes in and out in waves. The very definition of life is movement. We are alive because we are breathing, because we have a heartbeat, because we have a consciousness where things arise and subside in our awareness. Let's continue this observation for just 2 more minutes in quiet stillness. No. 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 Take a deep breath. Exhale through your mouth. And slowly open your eyes and take in all the things through the eyes. Take in all the things that are around you. We're very visual creatures. So go ahead and sense through your eyes the world around you. And with your next inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, draw your hands together in front of your heart. Inhale, open the arms wide. Exhale, wrap the arms around you, reaching for the edge of your shoulder blades. Inhale, look up, arch the spine. Exhale, round in, belly in, elbows down. Notice which arm is on top. Inhale, open the arms wide. Exhale, wrap the other arm on top and reach for the edge of your shoulder blades. Inhale, arch the spine, look up. Exhale, curl in, rounding the back. And release. Inhale, reach up, interlace your fingers and press your palms up. Reach, 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 extend, and now circle your rib cage around. Go the other way. And release. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest. Look up, big breath. And exhale, release. Let's come off of our seat. Move your cushion to a side. And let's come to our yoga mat. You're welcome to leave a blanket or a towel in the center for comfort. And actually, let's go ahead and open that up. And let's lay down on our spine, hugging the knees into the chest. Nice squeeze. Go ahead and take the knees wide and rock side to side. And hold the back of your thighs, shake out the feet, and make circles with your ankles, spreading the toes. Change direction. And bring the feet down to the floor. Separate your feet wider than your hips, so about the width of a yoga mat. And open the arms out to the sides. Take your knees all the way to one side and then to the other, side to side. And allow your hips to turn. Allow the hips to follow the knees. And now move your head in the opposite direction of the knee. So if the knees go to the left, turn your head to the right and switch to the other side. Side to side. And the next time the knees go to the right, bring the right ankle over the left knee, look to the left, and reach through the left arm. Release and change sides. Take the knees to the left, bring the left ankle over the right knee, and look and reach to the right. Come back to center. Bring the knees into your chest. Nice squeeze. And shake out the legs. Reach the arms out. Move the wrist as well. And roll over to your side to come up to all fours. In all fours, let your head drop. Keep your hands shoulder width apart, feet hip width apart, and take big circles with your torso. Taking the hips all the way back to the heels and around. Change direction. Very good. And take your feet as wide as your mat. Lift the hips and press them back. Keep your knees bent a little bit and focus on extending the spine. Let's bring our knees down for a moment. Keep the feet wide and grab the edges of your mat. And we're going to kind of like stretch out our mat. So we'll stretch the mat like a rubber band. So with your arms, you'll push the mat forward, and with your feet, it's like you're pushing back. So let's come back to that position, knees bent, hips pushing back, and stretch your yoga mat out, or your towel, whatever you have. If you have a blanket or a towel, stretch it out like you're pushing the arms forward, and with the feet pushing back, and with your hips pushing back to lengthen the spine. And slowly release. Keep your feet wide, your knees bent, and start walking your hands back towards your feet. And drop your head here. Shake your head no. Shake your hips a little side to side. And shake your hips a little up and down. And slowly, keeping the knees slightly bent, start to unroll the spine to come up to standing. Keep your feet wide. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, release your arms down. Let's do 2 more, nice and slow, following the breath. Take your feet wide and turn the toes out to the sides. On your inhale, reach the arms up, bend the knees. And as you exhale, extend the legs and lower the arms. Twice more. And now turning to the side. So on your inhale, reach. So we'll reach to one side, bend the knee, and reach the opposite arm, and come back. Bend, reach, and back. Repeat, side to side. And really reach as far as you can, and bring it in. Keep going. Inhale to reach. Exhale to bring it back in. One more to each side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the hands to the knees, keep the arms straight, and let your hips hang here. And slowly come back up and release. All right, now for this next one, I highly recommend a little bit of padding in the floor because we'll bring our knee down. Now just be very mindful to lower the knee slowly to the floor and not drop hard because the knee won't like that. Okay, so again, turning the feet out and bending the knees, we'll slowly, so I'm gonna start with this side, lift the foot, lift the heel, so I'm on the ball of my foot, to turn, to pivot the foot, and then bend the knee slowly down to the ground. Keep your belly in, nice and strong, so we're holding our core nice and strong. Inhale, come up, pivot, and come back to this wide leg position. And now the other side, turn, pivot, bend the knee. Belly in, nice and strong, and come up, wide legs. Inhale, arms up, turn, lower the knee. Very slow, but very strong. Finding a rhythm here. If you are just starting to get used to this movement and you want to use a little bit of support, you can use a chair. So for example, I have here this chair, which is great because it's very see-through. So you can hold on to the edge of the chair, turn, lower, come up, turn, wide legs, pivot, and lower. So this is a very good alternative, is to use the support of a chair. You don't have to do the arm movement if you're not ready. You can only focus on the leg and the movement of the foot. So we're pivoting on the ball of the foot. So without chair, here we go. Pivot. And I changed a little bit the movement of the arms. It's okay. Maybe you find your own version. And inhale, reach up. And turn the toes now both to face forward. Interlace your fingers behind your back, just like we did earlier, like this. Now if you can't reach your hands behind you to interlace, you can hold a towel or a strap or a sweater or a sock, whatever you have available. Inhale, open the chest, take the shoulders back and down. Big breath. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge the hips back, and fold forward. Big breath. Release the hands to the floor. Inhale, look forward. And keep your hands connected to the floor. Now this is a good moment to maybe use a block if you need a little bit more space. And remember, the block has 3 sides. So this is the lower one, this would be the medium, and this would be the highest. So you can use any of those sides of the block if you need a little bit more lift right here. And keep one hand down. Inhale, reach the other arm up. Exhale, change hands. And coming back to center, keeping both hands now down. Turn the toes out a little bit and we'll bend side to side. Keep your spine extended. I'm using 1 block here, but you can use 2 so that your arms are shoulder width apart. And side to side. Either with blocks or without, I'm going to release the blocks. Staying low. Walk your hands all the way to the left foot. Pivot the feet. Lift the back heel. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower the hands. Lift the back knee. Pivot the foot. Walk the hands across, changing the position of the feet and the legs. Inhale, reach the arms. And keep going with your breath. Pivot the feet, shift, extension out. Exhale to shift to the other side. Let's repeat once more to each side. And this time, walk your hands to the center. Keep the feet facing more or less forward. Bend one knee and come towards the bent side. Lift the toes, lift and spread the right toes. And here, open the arms. On the exhale, push your hands into the floor to shift to the other side. And open, lift and spread the left toes. And let's go side to side. Now, if we have any issue with the knees that you can't bend them so deep, no problem. We can use the chair and we come just as low as we want to today and still lift and spread the toes of the opposite foot. So we're still pressing down into the heel. So here we can keep it a little bit higher and we can help ourselves with the chair. So that's to say that there's lots of modifications. Bring your feet closer to each other, heel toe, heel toe, until you come into a squat. So if you're using the chair, you can stay a little bit higher, holding on to the chair. Otherwise, come low into your squat and press your knees out with your elbows. Deep breaths here. And bring your head now to rest into your hands. Allowing your spine to round in. And bring your hands down, turn the heels out, lift the hips, coming into a forward fold. It's okay to keep the knees bent, shake out your head. Reach the hands, walk the hands forward, walk the feet back, coming into downward dog. And it's always okay to keep the knees slightly bent in downward dog. Focus more on the length and extension of the spine. And slowly lower the knees down. Let's come into a child's pose. Bringing your hands back towards the feet and let your head drop and relax. Deep breaths, taking it all in. And slowly lift up, taking a deep breath. Open the feet so that they're parallel to each other. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Open the chest. Open. Look up. And release. Now interlace your fingers on the back of the head and curl in. Belly in, elbows forward. And release. Come into downward dog. And with your inhale, lift your right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip, spread the toes, move your ankle. Take a deep breath and step the right foot forward outside the right hand. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, open the chest, look forward. Now bend the back knee and pivot the foot, bringing it under your hips. So you can see, and now I'm stepping on the ball of the foot. Another option is to keep the foot flexed the foot extended. So either flexed or extended. This is another moment that you could use the blocks, and we'll reach the arms forward and take the hips back. Now again, if you can't bend the knees so deep, you can keep the hips up and reach with the arms forward. This is her. Oh my God, I don't know what she found. It's like an old planter. Okay, lengthening the spine. And walk the hands back to the front. Lift the back foot, take it behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands together in front of your heart. Keep the belly in. Lengthen the spine, take a deep breath. And on your exhale, turn to the right, open the arms. Now a few options here. You can hold a block with the right hand and bring it to the floor behind you. And now reach the left arm up and over, bend the elbow, hold the base of your head with your hand and press your head back into the hand. If you don't have the block, you can reach your heel. And if you don't want to go so far, just bring your hand to your hip or to your hips. Hold the base of the head and press back. So a few options there. Release, hands back down to the floor, step back, downward dog, pedal the feet. And now you'll get to see it from the other side. Inhale the left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. Spread those toes, circle the ankle. And exhale, step forward, bringing the left hand just outside the left foot just outside the left hand. Lift the back foot, pivot, and bring it under your hips. And either keeping the foot flexed, sitting on the heel, or extending the foot. You can sit here. And then reach forward. And slowly come back up. Walk the hands back to the left foot and take the right foot behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands together in front of your heart. Keep the belly in, spine extended. Deep breath. And exhale, turn and twist to the left. Open the arms. Now remember, keep the ball of the foot on the floor. So toes on the floor. Reach for that heel and reach up and over with the right hand. Support the back of the head and press back. That's one option. If you have the block, place the block behind you on the high side. Reach up, support the head, lean back. This is probably my favorite height. This is where I feel the best. Everyone is going to feel different. The other option is left hand to the hips, right hand to the base of the head, and lean back. And release, hands to the floor, step back, downward dog, pedal it out. And let's come down to child's pose. On your next inhale, slowly come up. And let's lay down on our belly. Make a pillow with your hands and take big breaths into your belly. And bring the hands by your side, by the shoulders. Press the fingers into the floor. Lift the chest, shoulders back and down. Lift and extend the spine. And slowly come back down, and we'll roll over onto our back. Hug the knees in. A little rocking side to side. And now hold the back of the knees and rock on your spine. Maybe reaching the floor with your toes overhead, maybe. And come up to seated. Take your legs wide, shake them out, and press the heels down into the floor. Lift and spread your toes. Now, I have my legs very wide here, but you don't have to have your legs super wide. They can be a little bit more narrow. But find a place where you can really press the heels down. Lean back, bring your hands to the floor, and really open the chest. Take the shoulders back and down, and press your hands firmly into the floor. Lift the hips, pivot on your heels, and turn your hips side to side. Keep the chest open, and lifted. Press hard with those heels down so you lift the hips up. One more, and lower down. Go ahead and bend the right knee. So we'll do something interesting here with our hips. So we'll bend one knee and turn to that side, and notice I'm pivoting the other foot towards the center. All right, so internal rotation. And now come back to center, extend that one knee, and now turn to the other. Bend the knee and pivot. And keep going side to side. Side to side. And the next time we come to the right, bend that knee, pivot, and now bend the back knee and let it drop behind you. Inhale, extend the spine and lower your body, drape yourself over the right leg. Inhale, come up, extend the back leg, turn and change to the other side. Bend the back knee and take that foot back. Inhale, extend the spine. And exhale, fold in. Inhale, extend the spine and come back to center. Keeping your legs wide, make circles with your torso. Your hands can be on the floor or on your thighs. They can also be back here, and the circles can be small. So everyone is going to have a very different range of motion. Go ahead and change the direction of your circles. All right, bring the legs back together. And we'll lay down again on our spine. Hug the knees in to the chest. Take the knees wide and rock side to side. Bring them back into center. Extend the left leg, hug in the right knee. Take the knee out to the right. And with your left hand, hold your left hip down. Option to extend the right leg. And bring the right leg back to center, either keeping the knee bent or extending the leg, and twist, taking the right leg all the way to the left. Open the right arm, look to the right. Option to bend the back foot and catch it. Slowly release, and let's change sides. Extend the right leg, hug the left knee in. Take the left knee out to the left, option to extend the leg. And coming back to center, either keeping the knee bent or extended for a twist. Open the left arm, look to the left. Option to bend the right knee and catch the right foot with your left hand behind you. And slowly release. Hug the knees into your chest once more. And take the knees wide, rocking to the sides. And release the legs out. A little bit wider than the hips. Arms out. About 45 degrees out. Shoulder blades down the spine. Close the eyes and drop in. All right, my friends, you are welcome to stay here, resting longer if you need to. And with this, I will say thank you and goodbye. Take care. Keep practicing, keep moving, go outside, enjoy the weather, enjoy the nature, be part of nature, because that is what we are. Nature is, we are part of nature. We're not separate from nature. So go outside and enjoy being with yourself. Take care. Ciao, ciao.